Do any of you hate a number just irrationally? Let me tell you, I hate the number 24 now. Not just for no reason, but because brackets suck with the number 24. It's not a power of 2. You can't, do the you can't draw them with 24. So, but anyways, I'm back. I know it's been a little while. Sorry about that. Don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so we're back with the HBA. I'm probably gonna have to do a little catching you up, because right now we are in week 8 and we're going up against Cowpatt with the Sydney Thunduruses. But that means I didn't have a video for Chase, didn't have a video for Gran, and I didn't have a video for WMAR. But that's mainly because for Gran and WMAR, I actually got forfeit wins. So we started off this league, taking it over for Nosity, with a record of like 1-3. We beat Diet Tight, so we were 2-3, and I ended up beating Chase 1-0. So with that and the 2 forfeit wins, right now we're sitting at 5-3 with a +4 differential. So that's pretty good for just picking up a team and rolling with it. And now I did make some changes, and I think it helped out a lot with at least the team, how I feel with it. So yeah, I'm more comfortable with it now, and I think we have a pretty good chance at playoffs if we haven't already made it. But yeah, this week we have a pretty good opponent, and the next 2 weeks we also have formidable foes. But yeah, let's get into the team I brought this week against Cowpatt. First, we got this lovely Mega Scizor Snipper Clips. Now, I made it max HP, max defense, mainly so that it could wall his Zygarde, as well as his Mienshao and Alolan Muck. Now, I know that Zygarde generally likes to run like Dragon Dance, and it'll set up, maybe do a 1,000 arrows. So I wanted this thing to just be able to, take a hit, do, knock off its item if it's not Z, which I don't think it's one of his Z-mons, thankfully. But, yeah, just knock off the item, U-turn, roost up a little bit if he's not set up. Yeah, it works as a pretty good physical wall. Next we have Kawaii the Ribombeelieve. It's choice specs, which I think I also ran on Diet Tight, if I remember correctly. But I think it works really well here because Moonblast is OHKOing, if not 2-hitting most of his team, outside of like Muck, Empoleon, and Serperior. But Bug Buzz, kills Superior. Both of them do about 30% to Empoleon and Muck, so it's doing pretty good. And I also got Sticky Webs so that I could slow it down, maybe get a Tyranitar sweep, which I'll get into in just a second, and U-turn just to get out, deal a little bit of damage while I'm doing that. Next we have Bagel Goose, the Tyranitar. Now, I put a scope lens on it. I've actually never run a scope lens on a Pokemon before, but I was like, hey, a little bit extra crit chance for that Stone Edge after a Dragon Dance, that'll break through a little bit, break through some defenses. But yeah, so we got Dragon Dance, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Ice Punch. Now this, I really just mainly want to try to get those webs up, slow everything down, get a Dragon Dance, outspeed the whole team, and just sweep. I think I only need a +2 to OHKO everything on his team. So if I can get the right situation set up, that'll work out well. Next we have Maytag, the Rotom Wash. It's got Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Trick, and Defog, and it's also Choice Scarfed. Now, it's fast enough to outspeed everything on his team, barring Scarves. Hydro Pump is just there for, good stab damage. Volt Switch is just to get in and out. Trick, I mainly put it on there so I could maybe trick the Alolan Muck so it can't, like, recycle, or if it's Assault Vested, I could, take away its defenses and just, lock it into a move. And then I brought Defog so that he's actually also got a Sticky Web setter. I don't want webs, because then it, obviously slows Tyranitar down. Really that's the only thing I'm worried about, because everybody else is, either flying, no, sorry, not flying, like Rotom has Levitate, or Ribombeelieve, it's fast, but I don't really need it that badly. But yeah, I want to make sure that I don't have the webs on my side. Next we got Kangaskhan. It's got Wish, Protect, Toxic, and Return. This is also just going to be used as a wall, mainly just to get some health back on some mons that need it, like Donphan or Rotom. And then I can also Toxic, I think, pretty much everything except the Muck. Yeah. I actually don't even know if he has a Steel type on his team. But anyway, yeah, and then Return just to, be able to do some damage in case I get taunted. And then finally, we have the, Barusha, the Donphan. See what I did there? But yeah, he's Assault Vested, and he's got Sturdy. This is mainly to check the Mega Diancie, because I know the Earthquake will OHKO it, and Moonblast from a Modest is doing less than half, so it's pretty good. But anyways, that's the team I'm bringing. So let's go back over here and get this match started. So first off, I decided that I would lead Ribombeelieve, because I just, got to get the webs up quick. He doesn't really have a good way of removing them once I get him up, so I think, that was my play. I was like, hey, let's just slow him down. Everything would be slow enough to where Tyranitar could hit him hard. Donphan might even be able to outspeed. Just do pretty well. But as soon as I sent it out, I remembered that Superior actually has Contrary, and so if it comes in on the webs, it gets boosted in speed, and I was like, well, shoot. Plus, I'm out against a Mega Diancie, so I was like, hey, let's get out of there, let's not worry about it, so I'm just going to U-turn out of here, and then, yeah, we'll deal with it when it gets there. So, yep, going to Donphan because I know I can take a Moonblast. He decides to set up his rocks, and I'm not too worried, but he sets up the Reflect. I go for the Earthquake, and I don't quite kill it because of that, the boosted defenses. So I take 38%, and I was pretty sure he was going to switch out, so I decided to go for a knockoff. He decides to stay in, sacking off his Mega Diancie. So I just take another Moonblast, unfortunately, but we get rid of it. It was a huge threat, but now it's gone. Then he decides to go in with Zygarde, and I was pretty sure he was going to start setting up Dragon Dances, so I went into Ribombeelieve, because I know I can take one hit and then kill it back with a Moonblast. But instead he sets up a Sub, which was... I was a little worried about Sub Coil set, so I just had to break it, and unfortunately the Extreme Speed did a little bit too much damage to where I can't take another one, so I had to switch out, and I decided to go into Rotom Wash because I knew he was going to do another Extreme Speed. Now this time I was pretty sure he was going to sub, because, he wants to he felt safe, so I tricked him and gave him my Choice Scarf. Now he's locked into sub, and I am free to just switch, fire off a Hydro Pump, do whatever I want. But he switches out, and I defog, get rid of those rocks because, you know, didn't have any consequences with whatever I did. And now I just volt switch out, go into, I believe, Kangaskhan? Nope, sorry, Donphan. Oh, this was actually a misclick. I was gonna go into Kangaskhan, but I clicked it, unintentionally sacked it off, but, you know, it's not a huge deal. Here, I was afraid of Choice Scarf Mienshao, so I just went for a Stone Edge, and unfortunately I missed, but that's okay. Yeah, now he went into the Mienshao, and I just switched out because I thought he was gonna, you know, do that sub again, but he couldn't do a whole lot. But now that the Mienshao's out, I'm pretty sure it's Scarf. And then he goes into Entei because Bullet Punch does 0 damage to it. So obviously I have to switch because the Sacred Fire would just destroy Scizor. Go into Kangaskhan, and he sets up another sub. That is 2 sub mons. So I just decide that I'm going to break his sub, go for the return, and he protects. This is a very weird Entei. So right now I'm like, well, is he going to try to burn me? Is he going to extreme speed? What's he going to do? But he just Toxics, I break his sub, and now I'm, you know, on a counter basically. Or on a timer, sorry. So he's just going to start protect, subbing, and healing with his leftovers, letting me take toxic damage. So I'm just going to have to kind of play around, do a little fancy footwork to try to, I guess, out-predict him, basically. So I set up a wish, he subs. I believe I switch here. Yep, I switch because I know he's going to protect. There's the protect. Now, I believe I just fire off a Hydro Pump because I have no reason not to. Ooh, that Toxic Miss was very unfortunate on his part. Oh, and I actually Volt Switch, going back into Kangaskhan. Just, you know, reset that Toxic damage, just kind of play around his sub-protect because it's just sitting there. I can't do a whole lot to him. Accidentally sacked off Donphan, which by the looks of it, this might be a slow, bulky Entei, so I may have been able to outspeed. But yeah, so he protects. Go for another wish. This time I stay in, and I just go for another return because I know he's going to set up that substitute. Get a little health back from that wish. Now this time, I'm pretty sure he protects. Yep, so I switch back into Rotom. And now I start firing off Hydro Pumps. This is such a weird Entei. So, do one. I'm like, hey, why not? Let's do a second one. Just kidding. It's been a little bit since I've seen this. But so now I was pretty sure his Mienshao was Choice Scarfed, but the way he was using it, it didn't feel like it. So right here, I actually set up a Dragon Dance. And now I'm faster than Zygarde, and I have Ice Punch, so I know I can kill it. So I just go straight for that Ice Punch, get him out of there, and he goes back into his Muck. Now this Muck literally cannot touch me. The most it's doing is, I believe, with this knockoff right here, and it's about 20%. So I set up that second Dragon Dance, knocks off my Scopeland, so my Stone Edge doesn't get that crit chance, but whatever. And then I go for a third one, just in case it was a Scarf Mienshao, because a high jump kick would just destroy me. So now I have +3/+3, and it is time to just start that sweep. So he goes into Mienshao, I Earthquake it, it goes down. Then he goes into, I believe, yeah, Superior. Ice Punch takes it out. Now he's down to 2 Mons, goes into Zygarde, and Extreme Speed only does about 10% or so. Yep, 9. So take that out with an Ice Punch, and then he's down to Entei, and an Earthquake should finish the game. There we go. So yeah, after that, it was a big 5-0 win. We are now 6-3 with a +9 differential. Next week we play, I believe it is, shoot, I can't remember, I think JB. The next two people that we play are, I would say, top 4 on the leaderboard with me and Brother Yebby. We're all right up there, so it's one of them. It's going to be a tough battle, but so far we have not lost since taking over the team, so I think we're on a hot streak, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. But I will try to, get the next video out sooner than, 2 or 3 weeks, and then, yeah, we'll just go from there. Also, if you haven't noticed, I made everything kind of pretty this time, just for a little, I guess, a sorry in a way for not releasing a video, last week. But yeah, we'll try to maybe even do a live comm. That would be fun. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and we'll see you next time. Alright, thanks.